We are officially in the January transfer window, and our manager Frank Lampard has made a big demand. He wants a new attacking midfielder. So far, he's been trusting young Gallardo, who's actually put in a good shift, as well as the next Lamine Yamal in Avila. Again, showed a lot of talent so far, but these two are not nearly high-rated enough to take on the Premier League week in and week out. For that, Frank Lampard wants better. And to be honest, I can see where he's coming from. We're 9th in the Premier League with a real chance to push for a spot maybe for European qualification. How big would that be for S2GFC? Not just on the pitch, but off the pitch. It would increase our sponsors. It would help us attract better talent. Also, a better cam might help us push on in the Carabao Cup, where we are in the semi-finals. But yeah, there is a downside to Frank Lampard's request, and that is our man Edward Bull in midfield. He feels completely left out now. In this first half of the season anyways, it was Gallardo starting over him. He was getting subbed off, not given a chance. And I mean, Bull, he's been one of the cult heroes of this team, getting us out from League 2 all the way to the Premier League. But looks like Frank Lampard has made it clear Bull has reached his limits to what he can achieve here. And yes, guys, it does mean that it's Edward Bull, the mystery player who submitted that transfer request. He's only played like 13 games this season, and most of them were off the bench. So I'm not surprised he submitted that transfer request, and I guess we're going to have to offload another club legend. But this does mean that I agree with Frank Lampard, and we are going to be on the hunt for a new attacking midfielder. Someone that can help get the best out of Nicholas Hart, Scotty Bullock, and of course, Harry Kane, who is still chasing that Alan Shearer record. He's on 227 goals, by the way. And talking about Kane, last episode he scored like 9 or 10 goals, which is absolutely insane. And without a shadow of doubt, he's your player of the episode. And this might be a tactical masterclass from me, because I'm giving Kane the relentless playstyle. However, the stamina issues he's been having will probably be adjusted a little bit. But meanwhile, guys, I'm having constant calls with Frank Lampard to figure out who he wants for that cam position. Good thing is we do have a budget of 31.4 million, which should be good. And the reason we got that is because we secured top 10 by January, and Adidas gave us an extra 15 mil. That was so clutch. Now, while discussions are ongoing with our gaffer, we've got Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. And by the way, look who's starting this game, Edward Bull. I felt like I owed it to him to give him one last game for S2GFC. He kind of knows as well that this is his final game, our number 14. Even the crowd is chanting his name. I'm really hoping he can end off his S2GFC career with a goal. To be honest, I feel like this is part of football, man. Clubs do outgrow some players at some point. That's happened for us now with Edward Bull, because he's only 71 rated. There's no way he can hang in with, of course, players from Man United, City, and all that. He's 27 as well, so there wasn't much room for him to get better. I think Lampard has made the right call here. I'm supporting him in that. But of course, it doesn't mean that it isn't painful, because we know how Bull has contributed to this club. Right now, some good build-up players. We look for Kane. Good touch, and he should get the finish. It's off the bar. By the way, I can't stress enough, if we qualify for Europe, I'm not talking about the Conference League. That's kind of pointless and probably a hindrance. But the Europa League, that would be a massive level up for us, and I'm sure we'll attract more sponsorship money. But yeah, let's not dream about that, guys, because only a few months ago we were near the relegation zone. Things changed really quickly in the Premier League. Oh, but right now Patino has managed to break through. Can he get a goal? Yes, he can. Feels like a while since we've seen Charlie Patino make those runs into the box. And see, it's only his first Premier League goal. This is a bit dangerous here, and oh my days, it hit both posts. We somehow survived, and I think it's the offside call there. I feel like sometimes we just do have the craziest luck, bro. Okay, we've just let Hutchinson through, and we don't have the pace to catch up to him. Quashi, what a challenge that was. Part-time rapper absolutely cooking for us in the back line. By the way, if rumors are to be believed, Quashi after this game has got an underground rap performance. I don't think a professional footballer should be doing all such stuff. But hey, if he can keep defending like that, who am I to stop him? I mean, look at that, bro. Quashi feeling more confident as time goes on. Ah, see that touch from Bull. He was a great player to have in the Championship. The Premier League is a bit too much. I'm still hoping, though, he can get himself a goal. Yeah, he goes. Maybe an assist instead. It's a lovely ball for Nicholas Hart. Squaring in for Kane. Who's put it wide? Come on, Kane. You're not going to break Shearer's record like that. Scotty Bullock now, and I'm kind of trying to see if we can get this one for Edward Bull. Come on. And that's full time. And Edward Bull's career in S2GFC has come to an end. Couldn't give him like a heroic ending, but still, man, the career player he's had for us. The crucial goals, the big moments. We will never forget you, Edward Bull. Wait a minute, guys. Charlie Patino just scored his first Premier League goal, got Man of the Match award, and he's now getting approached by Wolfsburg. And wait, what? That to a free transfer? Oh my days, we have a chaotic contract situation going on at the club right now. 6 players' contracts expire in 5 months, and some of them could end up leaving for free. Straight away, I'm negotiating with Charlie Patino, man. We cannot let him go for free. Oh, but we're gonna have to give him a big wage bump. Okay, this is not too bad. 29.5. It's almost 3 times his current wages. But then again, we are now a Premier League club. It makes sense. Oh, man, he wants more money. 34k. That is insane. But we will accept it. No way I'm letting Patino leave for free. Also, we're having to give new contracts to players like Sebastian Lister. I think Brandon Neal as well. We've got to give him a new contract. But I am not paying him this much. Okay, he's willing to accept 19k. Let's go. And about Brandon Neal, you guys know he got into a fight with Albi Normand. That was definitely Tchouaméni Valverde vibes. And like Valverde, even Brandon Neal lost his memory. He literally thought that he was a striker. Good thing is he now has got his memory back in a way and he now knows he's a CDM. But actually now I doubt whether he's got his brain cells back. Because look at this, he went and joined KSI's Baller League team. And then he got cooked by KSI as well in the dressing room for being bad. Do you know what? I'm not even mad that Brandon played some Baller League games. But to go there and put in a stinker, getting cooked by KSI, that's like a loss of reputation for our club. But yeah, I'm just hoping now that Brandon Neal has got his marble straight, because I don't want him going to Baller League anymore. Meanwhile, it looks like I've sorted out most contracts, except Armstrong and Kirk Clark. And to be honest, just like Edward Bull, I feel like these 2 players, I'm okay with letting go. They're just simply not good enough anymore. Now, renewing those contracts has taken a hit on our budget. We're down to 29.6 million, but that should still be good to sign a proper good cam. Now, I'm speaking with Frank Lampard again, and it looks like he does want a cam that's got Premier League experience, and he also wants a bit of a veteran, at least 28 years old or more. Kind of makes sense because I don't feel like this team needs a young player, because we've got Gallardo, Avila who can play in that position, and both of these guys are super young. Getting in an experienced player who knows how to handle Premier League situations, that is what we need. Now, before we get into signing players, it's time for Quashi's underground rap performance. I can't believe people actually came to watch this. Bro was wearing his S2GFC jersey as well. And no, bro, the crowd didn't enjoy this. They were throwing tomatoes at him. Thinks he's Drake. Leave the rapping before the rapping leaves you. Bro, that is exactly what Quashi needs to do. Not gonna lie though, I kind of love this song. I may be in the minority, but I do feel like this song is a banger. You know what? Maybe other people don't really respect this song from Quashi, but maybe we should at S2GFC. Why don't we make this our club's theme song? Bro, this song would hit different when we dunk on Leicester City and win a trophy over them. And that's what you guys are saying as well in the comments. We're playing this banger when Quashi pockets all the Leicester City attackers. We're winning the Heartless Derby for this one. Bro, this is kind of crazy. 22,000 views on this song, man. Insane.
In the sky. No face, no case, it's still going.
No face, no case, I move low key. Masked up, still they all know me. Step on the pitch, whole crowd gets noisy. One touch, now the gaffer can't ignore me. They sit on bench, I set bust this, left foot clean. That's top bins in the blue for the gloves.
But alright guys, getting to work. These are 3 attacking midfielders I've shortlisted that kind of fit Frank Lampard's profile. Starting with Harvey Elliott, he's probably the best of the bunch. 83 rated already, 26, which means he's got more room to grow. Only problem is, I don't think we can afford him, especially after all the contracts we have to renew. So he's out. Morgan Gibbs-White though, I feel like there might be a chance we can afford him. We might need to sell Edward Bull to pull this off, but I think just about we should have the cash. And honestly, I really like Gibbs-White. Look at his stats. 29 means he's got a few good years ahead. Awesome play styles. And I guess as a backup, if we fail to sign even Gibbs-White, I might then go for Scott McTominay. A different kind of a player. I think we can still play him as a cam. We know the kind of runs he can make in the box. He's good in the air as well. Plus, it's McSauce, man. He's won everything for Napoli. Getting him back to the Premier League would be kind of awesome. His age, though, does not make me excited because even Kane is old. Before we make any moves, we kind of need to get Bull sold. Now, we've not sold Bull, but I got a good offer for Jaden Young, 240,000, and to be honest, every bit of cash right now counts. Also, Steven Armstrong, instead of letting him go for free, we managed to get about 600k. Now, while we wait to get offers for Bull, let's just keep winning in the Premier League. We're facing Wolves now. And Nicholas Hart here, linking up nicely with Harry Kane, breaking through. Should be a goal for him, and it is. Tell you what, ever since Nicholas Hart made the decision to stay at S2GFC, not get tempted by his parents, who, by the way, were trying really hard to steal him away. But nah, Nicholas remembers the disrespect respect his family has given him. He wants to win only with S2GFC. Oh, Kane has gone through and it should be a simple goal, and it is. Goal number 228 for Harry Kane. Easy job in the end against Wolves. 3 points secured, although Quashi picked up a bit of a knock. Oh, and it's a 6-week-long injury. He's broken his arm. At least the positive thing is he can't hold the mic anymore. Now, thankfully, we do have squad depth this season, so I guess Will Fish can come in, who's also a really good centre-back. 75 rated, though, but we've got no choice but to deal with it. Hopefully, Quashi's going to be back soon. It's an early round FA Cup game. There is no flipping way we're getting knocked out. Okay, this was kind of close, but Albie Normand and Nicholas got the job done. Also, Edward Bull seems to keep getting game time somehow. We still haven't sold him. Oh, but just as we say that, Edward Bull does get an offer. It's from the Portuguese league. To be honest, I feel like that league might be perfect for Bull. He can chill out in Lisbon, enjoy on the beach. Might be the perfect ending for Edward Bull, and it's about 2 million, boys. I think we take this money. I'm accepting it. But while we wait for that deal to go through, it's the Carabao Cup semi-finals. We're facing Bournemouth, probably the favourites for this tie. But look who we have on the other side. Leicester City and Liverpool. Bro, we could genuinely have a heartless derby final? Nah, bro, that would be so freaking heated. I kind of don't want that to happen. Actually, you know what? I want to take on Leicester City and Pablo Gonzalo. Bring it on. But let's get the job done first ourselves. Now, since it's the Carabao Cup, I know it's the semis, but I owe it to the squad that's got us here. Players like Avila, Bobang Malangu, Brandon Neal, and Albie Normand. I am going to indeed start them. We will put in SD Consa in the team. And of course, players like Nicholas Hutch. There is still quality. Luca Gigante in net, though, and by the way, he's been insane. No complaints whatsoever. But we have indeed fielded a team that is weaker on paper. But I know these boys can perform on the pitch. Oh, no, 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 no. That is the worst possible start. Garnacho with the goal. Okay, everybody calm. It's only 1-0. 5 minutes played. Oh, and Gallardo has found a bit of space. Is he going to go all by himself? I think he is. He is, and Gallardo gets the equalizer. I told you. We're not going down without a fight. Can we please defend? Oh my days, Krupi Jr., what a finish. I feel like away in a semi-final, this team is feeling the heat. Although the Carabao Cup semis is a 2-leg affair, so we shouldn't panic. In fact, Brandon Neal in a bit of space, striking that one off the post. Oh, I see that run being made. Gallardo, brilliant run. Lovely finish. Gallardo, man. I feel like he knows that a new cam is coming in this club, and he wants to prove to everyone that he is still the main man. Oh, but what is our defense doing, man? Completely getting cooked. We're lucky the post saved us. Can we please defend? Krupi Jr. is tearing us a new one here. Again, the post saved us. All right, Nicholas Hart seeing that run being made by Jisoo. Getting it back for Malangu. Nope. Going for goal. How has the keeper got to that? Okay, this team has been super tight. We let them score. Now it's going to be a problem, and that's what Garnacho has done. Of course, it's an Argentinian ruining S2GFC's day, man. Okay, there is still time for us to make a comeback here, but we need to make things count. Avila here, maybe looking to put a ball in. It's decent. Konsa couldn't attack it. And now it's Nicholas Hart seeing the run of Jisoo. This is perfect. Jisoo. No, the angle wasn't there. He couldn't even get the shot off. 88th minute of the game, and we are still not giving up. But Jisoo, what have you done there? And that's full time, guys. 3-2 Bournemouth. We've got a proper job to do in the second leg, but I'll say this, it is not over. Never count S2GFC out, especially because Edward Bull has just been sold, and that means now with this extra couple of million, we should have the funds to bring in a cam. That's right, our budget is up to 31.8 million. Now on the shortlist, I've added another very interesting player, the Spaniard Draw from PSG. Well, he was a former Barcelona Academy guy. I feel like we might be able to afford him, but Frank has made it clear he does not want a young player. He's got Gallardo for that role. He's got Avila. Do I go against Frank, get in a player like Draw? Because I feel like long term this might benefit us. But nah, bro, I've seen how Lampard gets when we don't follow his instructions. He's the gaffer. Let's give him what he wants. Gibbs White is my first choice, but I'm not sure financially if we can pull this off. Let's give it a go. I'm gonna have to go for a low ball offer like 27 million. Oh my days. They know that we don't have the cash. They've countered with 37.5. Nottingham are playing this really harsh. We will counter with 28 million. Oh my days, they kicked us out. They legit kicked us out. I definitely want to try again next week. We're not gonna give up because Gibbs White is definitely a better option than Scott McTominay, at least long term. All right, boys, a week later, and here we are trying to negotiate this with Nottingham Forest. Again, we can't really go above 28 million all that much, so that's going to be my starting offer. And bro, they've like countered with 37.5. I just don't think we can afford Gibbs White. We're still so limited financially. We're just gonna have to reject this. And I'm looking at my squad as well right now, and there just aren't enough players that we can even sell. I feel like we're just going to have to bring in Scotty McTominay. To be honest, his stats as a 33-year-old are still good. He's got the pace 75, really good shooting, decent dribbling, solid physical. I still think he could give us a couple of good years. Plus, guys, this is a Serie A winner that we'll be bringing into our club. I reckon we can get him for like 24 million. Wait a minute, man. What is this inflation? They've countered with 33.7. Come on, Conte. Just let me have Scotty McSauce. Looks like even this transfer we're gonna have to negotiate really hard. And okay, finally we're now getting somewhere. 28.7 million. I'm gonna try and reduce this because I need money to pay his wages as well. Let's try and get a deal done at 27. 27.8. You know what? I'm still gonna be stingy. 27.2. Want to save as much as I can. But looks like we are gonna have to meet in the middle. 27.5 million. Let's do this. And now as long as we can afford to match the wages he's getting at Napoli, we should have Scotty McTominay. And I think we do have the budget just about. 120k per week. Submit offer. Is that going to be enough? It is. Scotty McTominay joins S2GFC for 27.5 million. I know he's old, he's 33, but still, this is a tremendous signing of a player that's won the Serie A for Napoli. He's got that Premier League experience too, being at Man United for so many years. Oh, but it does kind of hurt to see him get that number 14 shirt that Edward Bull used to wear. A very different kind of player. One thing's for sure, the squad's now got a lot of variety. If we need that box-to-box player in that cam position, it's McTominay. If we want a more creative option, we've got Gallardo or Avila. I think Frank Lampard likes these kind of options. And with that, this is how our squad looks like heading into the second half of the season. It's transfer deadline day, but there's no more business for us to do, so we're getting through it. And it's now time for us to head towards the business end of the season. Try and win maybe the Carabao Cup, secure European football. There's a lot to do. Hold up now. After recent results, we're now up to 4th in the Premier League. Bro, we could actually secure Champions League football for next season. In our first season, that too in the Premier League. We're above teams like Arsenal, Villa, Liverpool, Chelsea. How have we pulled this off? Lampard is genuinely doing wonders with this team, man, and I'm hoping now with McTominay coming in, things are about to be taken to the next level. Come on, let's keep this momentum going. Scotty McSauce's debut as well for the club. Look at how huge he is, man, in that midfield. Anthony Gordon, no, we've made a mistake defensively here. No Quashi, and we're getting exposed as Anthony Gordon with a ruthless finish. Kane. Good ball for Nicholas Hart, and we should get the equalizer. We do. And now Scott McTominay, bro, so strong in that midfield. Look at him go. Can anyone catch him? And even if they do catch him, they can't get the ball off him. The keeper stops his shot, though. By the way, corners could be absolute cinema. We've got Scotty McSauce in the box. Harry Kane now as well. Let's see what we can do. It's a good delivery. Oh, we couldn't get McTominay's head on it. In the box now for McTominay. Angle has been made and he gets his first goal. This is why we signed Scotty McTominay to S2GFC. Get Spence. Sees McTominay. Space to shoot, and Scott McTominay. What a strike. A brace on his S2GFC debut. Even I didn't expect that. Scott McTominay looking for Harry Kane, who's beaten his man. Could be goal number 229. Kane is now just 31 goals away from equaling Shearer's record. Oh, and by the way, McTominay completed his hat-trick. I can't believe it. A hat-trick on his S2GFC debut. I feel like we've just made the perfect signing. But now, guys, we've got a massive task ahead of us. Second leg, Carabao Cup, and we're losing on aggregate. Bournemouth have the advantage. We're gonna have to turn this game around. Meanwhile, look at Leicester City. Somehow they destroyed Liverpool, and now Lampard does have big decisions to make. Does he trust the youngsters enough to turn this game around, or should he stick with the likes of McTominay, Kane, who've been balling out? And you know what? It looks like Frank has made his call. He's gonna keep trusting the likes of Albi Norman, Brandon Neal, Malangu up top, Jisoo, Luca Gigante in goal. But these guys now gonna repay that faith. We have to turn this around and book our spot in that Carabao Cup final where we will meet Leicester City. Okay, we want to try and get back into this game as soon as possible as Avila has broken through. The angle is tough. He couldn't get the shot off. But yeah, from minute one, we need to be the ones putting in all the pressure. And we've got Gallardo looking for the ball in. Oh, Malangu controls it well. Good couple of touches. Oh, come on, Bobang. From that angle, you had to finish. Oh, but Avila, what a ball that is for Gallardo. No, he took a heavy touch. We've had 3 chances under 20 minutes and we've taken none. Oh, that's a very dangerous cross. And no! Bournemouth now lead 4-2 on aggregate. Okay, it's not over because Malangu turns and Malangu scores. That was an incredible piece of play for him. Did you see that turn right there? It was so classy. And then with his left foot banging it in, it shows that we're ready to fight this. We're not getting knocked out here. Oh, Gallardo wins that. Absolutely clutch. Gallardo goes for goal. We needed that. It's 4-4 in aggregate. And if I'm not wrong, the Carabao Cup probably follows the away goal rule, which means as things stand, we should be going into the next round. But you know what, guys? Let's not leave it to chance. Let's try and get the lead in this game. Mainly, though, I feel we just need to avoid conceding. We've been so leaky goals-wise here. Here we go on a counter-attack. Brandon Neal sees the space here for Gallardo, who's had a phenomenal game. Trying to cut inside. Brilliant bit of work here. Here goes the Argentinian. Still Gallardo, but no pace towards the end there. Oh, meanwhile, Krupi Jr. has found a bit of space. This is bad news, sir. No, Luca Gigante, you had to save that. And we're on the back foot once again. Also, Frank Lampard is making changes. He's given the youngsters a chance, but he now wants to bring on the experienced players to try and get us through. Looks like Kane is on. Scotty McTominay in a deeper role as well. Bullock is on the pitch too. Come on, I feel like we can do this now. Nicholas Hart. Seeing Gallardo. Oh, we couldn't break through there. He still might get the ball. No, it's cleared away. Well, look now. Looking for Kane. I think he's onside. Harry Kane has to finish. No, he's offside. What's he gonna do? Looks for Albie Normand. Seeing inside for Kane. It's a lovely ball. Who turns? But no, the shot gets blocked. We gotta keep trying, man. We gotta just keep trying. That's all we can do right now. Scotty Bullock. Good bit of dribbling. Looks for Gallardo. Albie Normand now. Sees space in the bottom for Jisoo, who's made the run. No, he loses the ball. It's all over, boys. Defensively now, we've just been opened up. Luca Gigante makes the save, but there's no point now. And oh my days, it's a massive injury as well. Everything's falling apart. And that's the full-time whistle as well. We've got knocked out from the Carabao Cup. I really thought we'd be getting to a final and facing off against Leicester, but Bournemouth put a stop to that, and we might now have to watch Leicester City on the telly winning the trophy. Absolutely brutal. And what makes it worse is that Gallardo has torn his calf muscle. That Scotty McTominay signing now proves to be even more important. Now, we are still alive in the FA Cup and Champions League. We've got a big job to try and get into that top 4. But with the injuries and this big setback of getting knocked out from the Carabao Cup, things are not going to be easy. But also, after the disappointment of getting knocked out from the Carabao Cup, Frank Lampard has been spotted having lunch with Chelsea's owner, Todd Bowley. What could this be about now?